my friends, Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa Stringworks Man Cave. Man, am I busy. I've been running. I just feel like I'm just putting out fires. That's all I feel like I'm doing. I can't even get my breath. Hope you're all doing well. I'm still, excuse me, I still have a little bit of that cough left. It's not bad. I mean, but whenever I start coughing, I can't quit is the problem. Anyway, as we all know, the auction is complete, and that's one of the things I'm jumping through hoops on. I've got to get one of these fiddles boxed up yet today. Got to get it weighed, get the label on it so I can ship it out when I go into Dickey's this evening. That's assuming that the person who bought it can get me the money yet today, which I think they can because I've got to send them an invoice after I get the shipping figured out. It's just complicated. It's just not simple. And on top of that, my buddy Ron McClanahan bought the other fiddle. I didn't realize that. Ron bought the regular fiddle. The expensive one actually is the one that went the most money. And so I've got to take that to him tonight at Dickey's and get that to him. But I also have a whole bunch of other stuff I'm taking for Ron. A lot of these products that I've reviewed, I've got extras, so I'm going to sit and give Ron some of those products. So, plus my first original laser cutter, the one that I did all the inlay on the instruments with, I'm going to give him that laser cutter also. He doesn't know that yet, except unless he's watching this. I just told him, I said, do you have a large trunk? And I didn't tell him why. And I said, if you don't have a large trunk or a large area to haul something, then I would suggest you bring your truck this evening. He says, okay, I'll bring the truck. He still doesn't know why, I don't think. Or unless he saw it in these videos, because I've given it away twice now. Anyway, I have released several videos over the last couple of days here. I released that video on the 6-inch chainsaw, that little Tommy Vic chainsaw. That thing's pretty handy. Sue really likes that. It's really handy, for trail maintenance and things, just cutting those little small limbs or pruning trees or whatever. It's just a handy little chainsaw, and it's very nice. It's very powerful, very, very good. It feels safe, too. Some of those I've had in the past, I didn't think they felt very safe. This one feels real safe. I like the way it works. Of course, then you don't want to get too lax and take it for granted. You know what I mean? Because you can still get hurt with it. Then, of course, I got the Rico Max metal detector video done, and it's been released. And that's a nice metal detector. I also have the Green Rex metal detector finished, and it's ready to be released. And I was waiting on that company to reply and waiting. I've been waiting a couple of weeks. And when you know, the day I released the Rico Max, because I was wanting to put the Green Rex out first because they were first, Well, the day I released the Rico Max, they reply. It just never fails. That's just my normal, the way everything goes with me. It just does that every time. Just like Tempting Fate, the title of today's video, which you'll see in a minute. It just never fails. It never fails. And then I got the video out yet today. I just released one on the Temu products, which is really a good video, I think, because I'm showing that how I built my forks. Well, I showed the welding on the forks, and then I showed the plastic welder fixing the floorboard of my Ranger. And I guess that's it. I mean, I showed the battery charger, charging a battery too. I really do like the Temu products. I'm not too crazy about that little cord, but the rest of it's pretty good. Let's see. The interface, this thing that I'm talking through right now, it's a large interface. It's got 8 microphones that you can plug into it. And, it's not the best one you can get, but it's definitely not the low end either. It's a pretty nice interface. Well, that channel 4 has never worked in it since we got it brand new. And, I couldn't really pin it down very good because it fools you. It looks like it's working on this end, but it's not coming out on your end. And I finally realized specifically that that's what it is. When you guys were saying you couldn't hear the fiddle last time. Well, I guess it was time before last, whenever Patty was here with the fiddle. Anyway, so since then we haven't used channel 4, and anyway, I've got my RA number to the return authorization to send it back. I'm just waiting on another note or two from them before I can box that up and send that out. Hopefully I can send that today too. I need to get it sent before I leave to go to Arkansas if possible. All this stuff, that's what's mounting up here, is I got to get everything done before I go to Arkansas. And then, like I said, tomorrow afternoon, I've got to go play for that school, the Lucy Wortham James Elementary, and that happens during this vlog time, so we're not going to have a vlog the rest of the week, actually. Now, if it looks like I can get a decent signal, I might try a little live from down there in Arkansas, but don't hold your breath. It's going to be unlikely, but if it's possible, I'll do it. All right, let me think. I think I covered everything. But man, for this afternoon, I am busy. I got to get that fiddle boxed up and get the invoice out to that fella, and then I got to pack up all the stuff that's going to Ron, and then I got to go to Dickey's and play there. Plus, I have to go to UPS and get the stuff shipped. And then I also have to finish this video I'm working on. Right now, I'm working on the video of installing my outdoor lights, those LED dusted on lights. Those are really nice lights. And I'm working on that video. And then, yet before I go to Arkansas, I still need to get the video done on the rust removal tool and on the new laser cutter that came in. Whew. And this morning already, another company, Badger, Wild Badger, I've done several of their products. Well, actually, I've done quite a few of their products. And they sent me another one this morning. They didn't send it to me yet, but they asked me this morning, would you like to do this chainsaw? And I'm going, it's hard to say no to a chainsaw. So I don't know. We'll see about that one. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Well, anyway, let me show you how I tempted fate. Doggone it anyway. Well, my friends, I know I should not have tempted fate by parking these green logs too close to the wood furnace because, wow, we had to get a fire going today because it's really chilly out. It's in the 50s outside now, but it got down in the very low 40s last night, and it's supposed to get down in the low 30s tonight. And the house is already pretty chilly, so we had to do something. We're already up to 114 degrees water temperature, which is pretty good considering I just started this about, whoa, man, that ain't good. That thing's gotten hot and it's stuck. I've never had it stuck before. Man, it is stuck. I've never had that get stuck before. Not ever. Wow, that's crazy. I wonder if I can pry it open this way. I have never had that get stuck. Wow. That's nuts. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I got anything that's strong enough to pry it open. I've never had that happen before. Let's see. No, and that's melting that. It's so hot. Man, I've never had that happen before. Crazy. Wow. I don't know what to think about that. It's stuck up here and down here. I've seriously have never had that happen before. I think what I'm going to do is turn off that so that'll shut the air off. That'll cool it off. So I'll come back in a little while and see if we can get that open. Well, it's been about 15 minutes. Let's see if the door will open now. Maybe it's cooled off enough. Maybe. Yeah. Wow. That had definitely gotten a little hot. Wow. That's all just residue from the sawmill, if you will. Wow, that thing is messed up. Well, I'm going to have to open this back up. It's up to 129, or maybe, I'm not sure. That could be 120. It's hard to tell the way that's, the LED's going out of it. That's probably 120. But at least it's going up. I'll let that burn for a while, and I may come out and shut it down again. Yeah, I really hate starting a fire. That first fire, I mean, it's easy to do. It's not hard to start a fire. It's just knowing what's coming. It sucks. Canal water so bad, you have no idea. Oh, and like I said, or like, you guys always say, just move up to the other house or move somewhere, because we got plenty of other places to stay here. I don't have to stay here. But, you can't hardly winterize a house like this. And out here in the country, you can't leave any building vacant very long. There's all kinds of problems if you do. If it's not the well or the, something freezing and breaking, it'll be rodents getting in or something. I mean, there'll be something. You just don't leave out in the country like this. You just can't leave anything unattended. So I'm staying in this thing as long as I physically can. It's just that I'm going to complain about it. Oh man, I'm dreading it. I really am. Because I don't dread the work. Believe it or not, that's not what I dread. You probably think, well, you just don't want to do all that work and saw all that wood and haul all that wood. That's not what I dread. What I dread is I can't get anything else done because of it. It takes so much time. I don't mind the work. I really don't. Believe what you want, but it's not the work. It's the fact that I can't get anything else done because it takes all your time. I mean, like every 3 days you're out there just killing yourself sawing wood, and then you do that maybe at least half a day, and then you just no good for the rest of the day. At least I'm not. Rod Wintler says, Jerry, you have got to be one of the busiest people on the planet. I once got a fortune cookie that read, better to wear out than to rust out. True words. Well, I don't think I'll be rusting out, but you never know. Let's see. There's a lot of comments there. Happy Tuesday and howdy. David Tharp says, I was in the park yesterday watching an old man feed the birds. Then I thought to myself, I wonder how long he's been dead. Wavy gravy. Waiter, check please. Okay, I'm going to pass on that one. I don't know I don't know where that one came from. Let's see. David Tharp. I can count the number of chainsaw accidents I've had on the fingers of one hand. Yeah. Yeah. I've been very fortunate with the chainsaws. I've had close calls. Don't get me wrong. I've even lightly, and I mean like lightly, cut myself. And in other words, like a scratch. I've done that, but I haven't actually really broken the hide, to speak. And I don't know. I like to think I'm even more careful these days. I'm wearing all the safety gear, and I try. The problem is, and again, it's not the work. It's not how hard it is. it is getting to be a little bit of carrying that big heavy saw. That saw is heavy, and it is getting to it's the rocks under your feet. It's the hills, the sides of the hills, and the stubble and the vines grabbing your ankles. I mean, I'm seriously telling you, it's worse than a jungle. I mean, it's really hard to stand up out there. That's the hard part. The actual work is not that much of a problem. It's getting your footing and staying in control. That's the hard part. And it's pretty hard to do. It's harder than you might think. Let's see. David Thar says, when you're young and you drop something, you just pick it up. When you're old and you drop something, you just stare at it for a while, wondering if you actually need it anymore. Boy, I can relate to that. Wavy Gravy. A chicken farmer was found dead near his coop. Police suspect foul play. You guys are sick, man. You guys are just messed up. David Thorpe. A chicken coop only has 2 doors. It had 4, it would be a chicken sedan. Wavy Gravy. At the... You're going to have to keep these short, boys. Wavy Gravy. At a drug test at work, I tested positive for opioids. I said there were poppy seeds on my bagel. They said, what about the cocaine and LSD? And I said, it was a bagel with everything. Wavy Gravy. Experience tells me that in my court of law, honesty is the best policy, but pleading insanity is your best defense. That wouldn't be hard for me to plead. Let's see. Chip Wood. I've gotten to the age where when I say just the other day, it could mean yesterday or 15 years ago. Boy, that is the truth. I have to agree with that one 100%. I second that one. Well, Wavy Gravy didn't mark this one, but he's got a question mark at the very end. It says, a girl's parents object to her boyfriend's ugly tattoos. Mom says he doesn't seem to be a very nice boy. The girl says, if he wasn't nice, why would he be doing 500 hours of community service? Yeah, that's a very generous person right there. Hugh O'Connor, hope you have a good few days away from Monitor and take some time to relax for a change. Boy, that's going to be for sure. I mean, I'm seriously telling you, that's one of the main reasons I like to go down there, is the pressure's off. Bill Rhodes, Jerry, have you ever thought of maybe hiring a caretaker? I've got Sue. What else do I need? And she works circles around 90% of your caretakers. Bill Mumble says, thumbs up. Ronald Todd, and I second that, by the way, Mr. Bill Mumbo. So click the thumbs up, people. Ronald Todd, Jerry, I hope you're able to get the roof on the water wheel house before the snow blows. Well, we don't get enough snow to care, and I don't mind working in the cold. The problem I've got is just like when I start cutting firewood. I don't have any time. That's the problem. I can't get to it. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm just, there's no chance I'll be working on that between now and going to Arkansas. My day is completely packed between now and Arkansas, trying to get ready for that. Michael Wagner, I used to pick up a penny when I was younger. Now I drop $1 to make it worth it. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Well, guys, I hate to cut it so short, but I think I'm going to cut it short because I have a lot to get ready for. And, yeah, I Gonna miss you guys next couple of days, but we will see you next Monday with the next vlog, and hopefully I'll have another video or two to release while I'm gone. Somebody just popped up on there. J.R. Faust crafting. As I get older, the ground gets harder and closer. Yeah, I can relate to that too. Well, thank you all. We will see you Monday, if not before.